Good morning Year 6 and welcome to our second online lesson. Today's warm-up, very similar to the first one, but today we are dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. I would like you to look at these questions here and have a go at dividing them and working out the answer. Once again, just a quick instruction, if you're struggling, you might want to use a place value chart. There are some on the website if you're lucky enough to have a printer that's working and has paper, but don't worry if you don't. You can just quickly draw one as we would do in lessons on a piece of scrap paper, whereas in lessons we would usually use a whiteboard. This one here, the first one I've had a go at for you. You simply put 30 into the place value chart. And remember, when we're dividing by 10, we move down the place value chart, and because there's 1 0, we move one place. The 3 tens moves to the 3 ones. The 0 moves into the 10th column, and remember to put in the decimal point to get the answer correct. So 30 centimetres divided by 10 will be 3 centimetres or 3.0 centimetres. Press pause on the video and have a go at the questions. Once you've completed it, have a look at the answers, which I'm going to put up now. And then you can see whether you're right or wrong with the answers. If you've made a mistake, have a go at the question again and see whether you can get the answer right. Today's lesson is the final one on geometry, and it's all about drawing nets of 3D shapes. We have Holly here. She says that this is a chocolate box. It's a triangular prism. Open up the box to get a flat shape. What you've got to do is to draw a two-dimensional figure that can be folded to make this box. Have a go on a piece of scrap paper and draw what you think the net might look like. Press pause on the video and then have a go. Ravi shows us what the net of this triangular prism will look like. We've got the different faces. We've got the rectangular faces, 1, 2 and 3, and the triangular faces at either end of the triangular prism. In total, there are 5 faces, 2 triangular faces, 2 rectangle faces. A net is a two-dimensional figure that can be folded to make a three-dimensional shape. If you were to fold this shape up, we could make the triangular prism that's here. Your task today is a practical one. Have a look in your recycling to see whether you have any old cereal packets or bits of card that you can draw this figure onto. It says here that you'll need to have the card, a ruler and scissors. It says that you need a protractor, but you can get away with this activity without needing a protractor, so don't worry if you don't have a protractor at home. What you'll need to do is to draw this shape accurately on the piece of card. If you then cut it out, you'll then be able to join it up together to create a triangular prism. Press pause on the video and have a go at the task. If you've completed making the triangular prism, you might choose that as the one piece of learning that you'd like to send in and mail to myself. Take a photo of it, mail it to me. I'd love to see them. For our guided practice today, I'd like you to look at this cylinder here. And I'd like you to name the shape of the flat faces. So if this was to be taken apart and made into a net, what would the shape of the flat faces be? Then when kept open and laid flat, the curved surface of the cylinder becomes a 2D shape. What 2D shape do you think that will be? Press pause on the video and have a go. So if we were to create the net, we would have 2 circles and a rectangle. The circles would be here from the top and the bottom of the cylinder, and then this part here would be the rectangle, would form a rectangle from the 3D shape. The next task is taken from our workbooks. It's a little bit difficult to do without having the workbook in front of you, but I think there's a way of doing this. What I'd like you to do is just to have a look at the shapes here, the 3D shapes, and see which net do you think that they match to. So each one matches to a net with one of the nets left out. Then have a go at question 2 here. Now you won't be able to obviously do it on the sheet of paper here, but grab a piece of scrap paper and then have a go with a pencil and pen. Press pause on the video, spend 5 minutes having a go at it, and then we'll see if you've got the answers right. Here are the answers, and you can see that here we have a pentagonal prism because it's a pentagon at the end of the prism which stretches out this way. If you were to unfold it and make the net, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rectangles and 2 pentagons, 7 faces altogether. The pentagons here don't have to be exactly opposite each other. It would still work if it was a regular pentagon for them to be in different places. So your net might not look exactly the same as the one that's here. Finally, as an extension, you could have a go at making another 3D shape from a 2D net. This is a square-based pyramid. It's an extension. You can choose whether you want to do this or not. But you can have a go at making the square-based pyramid, take a photo, then send it in to me. I hope today's lesson has been useful. For tomorrow, I would like you to practice your tables on Times Table Challenge that we'll put up onto the website, or simply go onto Times Table Rockstars and have a go at challenging yourself to see whether you can become quicker and have a better knowledge and understanding and recall of your times tables. Thank you again. Hope this has been useful. Bye.